Yeah, yeah. Music, please. Like that. Vamos a la playa. Baby, lazy yo. Kaysha. Yeah. Check this.
Yo, Afotica Baba Odyssey, yo Cabo Verdiano original, Praia di Sal fenomenal. Oggi dia di calore, che provveda di quel sapore. Guarda da Martinina, tutta il gente che vai la praia. Menina, tora, boa, wow, bonita bocadera, cubo mama. Ripana tua giannuta detta, panamora signorina.
Soleil là-haut, café chaud, jodi à tout le monde en de l'eau. Les ladies en maillot, ka wine tout le monde à yo. Ka bronzé, ka maché, ka porté tanga yo. B-ho, W, non moi c'est bobo. Ces femmes là ka ban moi chobo. On peut pas résister bon, des fous de sabon. Assis sabla, c'est moi qui plie mignon. Cutie bobo, check my flow.
Il monde qui dit la plage pas bon. Quand c'est là, moi toujours conversation.
Je jette un œil, tout le monde est là. Prêt ce soir pour faire la fiesta. Pour Zoom, y'a pas besoin de vodka. Juste une bonne Virgin Colada. J'ai mis mon plus beau bikini pour la plus crazy des parties. Trop de nanas qui bougent leur body. Mais ce soir que des VIP. Daddy est là, Elisio est là, ABG est là, nous vîmes pour chier ça.
Il monde qui dit la plage pas bon. Quand c'est là, moi toujours conversation. Yo passe, c'est la plaisir. When I'm on Fouti bon fou.
Mouvement playa, Eve Soumia, Kaysha, c'est Sabla, I café chaud Nico, Ka manger un Disobey Coco, Eve Elisio, et Bougon moins beau, on sexy, nous pas dormi, et piti, on se fait rendez-vous minuit pour un bain minuit, no digidi, no bikini, pas fait chichi, et sexy, faut venir là tout.
Who's the top of the list? VIP, baby. Now give me a kiss and expose your bikini, Giancarlo. I hit the bitch in the morning. Ooh, see them stupid niggas hit the warning. Cause you know what the chicks they wanna see. Nigga like my people, big ballers with the Benji. So we can tie naked on the sand, we can make it. Show me love, girl. I know you can shake it.
Il monde qui dit la plage pas bon. Quand c'est là, moi toujours conversation. Pas bon, quand c'est là, moi toujours conversation. Yo passe, c'est la plaisir. When I'm on Fouti bon fou. Yo passe, c'est la plaisir. Il monde qui dit la plage pas bon. Quand c'est là, moi toujours conversation. Yo passe, c'est la plaisir. Il monde qui dit la plage pas bon. Quand c'est là, moi toujours conversation. Yo passe, c'est la plaisir. Il monde qui dit la plage pas bon. Quand c'est là, moi toujours conversation. When I'm on Fouti bon fou.
Eh, frère, nous allons aller regarder là-bas. Nous allons aller par là. Par là, ici. Maman.
On nous allons regarder, à droite tout bien à gauche, c'est même blague, toute belle à belle, oui.
Pas ni plus belle qui ça. Gardez yo ka bouger. Oui, ma belle, oh, ma belle, oh, oh, oh. Gardez yo ka brûler.
Boom. Facebook maybe? Yeah. Facebook pages, where are they? Facebook used to be cool. Posts. What I post on my page? Kaysha. Publish. We are live. Share. Newsfeed. Yep. Go. Twitter. I know I should have done that before, but I'm doing it now. Club Shada. Hashtag Club Shada. You can share the link as well as I'm sharing. Tweet. It is also a good time to leave a like. Because right now, there's already 44 people watching and I only see 9 likes. Which doesn't compute well. Welcome to Club Shada episode number 87. Episode 87 of this little experiment that is brought to you by shadaware.com, where you can get this BLM beautiful hat, for example, and a lot of other things. I am your host, Mr. Shada, aka Kaysha. And I hope you are in good spirit. I hope everything is fine where you live. I hope the quarantine is not hurting your mental health too much. I hope that you are in good spirit as well, because it is harder and harder when we are now in 2021 and we are finishing the second month of 2021, and the light is out there far away, but we're still in there in the deep shit. So congrats and good luck to those who are vaccinated already, and for those of us who wait, we wait. That's what we do. I hope everybody is fine. I hope everybody is doing good, and I want to first of all celebrate 159,000 followers. That's a lot of people, eh? That's a lot of people. And I want to congratulate and say thank you to Emmanuel Etienne, who was the last person to sponsorize this show with a super chat, and also our this month best super chatter, Mike Phoenix, who donated $106 in total in, I don't know, like every show he gave the exact same amount. So I'm thanking him as well. I also want to, as you can see, I'm moving things around. I'm playing with my overlays. It's funny. I also want to give a shout out to our latest subscribers that you can see here. Léonel, Yordou, David, Aigle de Patmos, The Blame, what a name, Kevin Wilfried, Vanessa M, Vicky Putu Cambo. Yeah, that's a long name. Etc. etc. Your names are there. Latest subscribers, thank you so much. And again, Emmanuel for her last 2 super chats yesterday, and in our music impromptu show. That was nice yesterday. Huh? The sound that you heard on the intro is a song that I produced in 2003 for Sumia's album called Beach Club. It featured, so produced by me, composed by me. Rapping it as well. ABG raps, Eligio raps, Sumia sings, and Jackie Rapon, the West Indies Antille legend. We did this song, and it was, back in the days I had this thing that I got inspired by the Wu-Tang, by the Puff Daddy remixes, and in all my albums I would have one song with all the artists of the labels in the same song, so that we could use each album to promote each other. And it is something that I plan to implement again, even if now we are releasing songs every single week. I'm gonna make sure that what is my latest song? Did I release a song? Yo, I released a song. Yeah, my meilleur ami remixes. Yeah. I forgot that one. I was sick, so that's why we didn't do a listening session. But yeah, make sure you go listen to my meilleur ami remixes. I don't know if I will have. No, I'm not gonna do the listening session today, or maybe after we talk, because we've been listening to so much music that I didn't have time to go into the listening session stuff. So and the talking stuff, and I want to go back to regular programming. Yeah, I've been completely revamping the system when I was sick, because I cannot be sick and do nothing. Like, when I had COVID, I was sick doing nothing, but my head was like, between hallucination, I was thinking about so much things that I could do, so many businesses, and I was like, damn, can somebody plug a computer in my head so I can work while I'm dying? But yeah, I had to wait. Listen, you should see my wife's face. My wife's face when she brought the computer. She brought all the elements of the computer, the screen and all the central unit, all the cables. I could not even breathe, but I was so happy. I was like, oh yeah, let me plug it. Well, you saw the videos. And yeah, that's me. But yeah, I've been revamping the system behind Club Shada. Actually, tomorrow I will be revamping the sound system. So I'm going to use the same microphone, but I'm going to add some plugins where the voice will go, so that my vocals are compressed and never go higher than certain levels and not lower. For example, if I do it will not go too high. It will stay limited. And I will put some equalizations and stuff using a new program that I'm about to buy for that. But I didn't have time to do it because I was so busy completely revamping the system. So you believe that it's the same things that you see because it used to, the logo is still there, the sponsors, the icons are still there, the HUD. This is more or less the same thing, but it's new. But actually, this is completely different. I'm using a completely new system, and instead of having just one image on top of my camera, I now have all these elements. Like, this is a separate element. Sorry, this, so I can animate it. This is a separate element, and the icons are separate elements. Sorry, here, and also the HUD here with all the information. Again, all these are 4 different elements, and the great thing about it is that I can now I can change, I can animate stuff. If I have a new sponsor, I don't have to design a whole new layout just to add the sponsor. I can just remove my logo and replace it with a sponsor logo. And same thing in the intro. I can in the intro, all this as well is are separate elements that I just put together. So I can now, whenever I start the accepting sponsors from brands, I will be able to just put the logo in there. So that's a great thing. I'm still using Ecamm as a program, which is let me put where's the link? I'm going to put the link of the program that I use to do my live shows. For those who don't know, Stream Gear. So this is the link to Ecamm Live for those who are interested. Let me also take my notes. There's the link. But the link is in the description, but I put it in the chat just for those who would be interested in starting their own live shows. But I used to use Streamlabs for all my alerts and the chatbot as well. But now I use Stream Elements because I can completely design little parts. Like I just designed the logos and all the elements, and then I put them together in these things. But I mean, I might do a show where I explain the behind the scenes and how I do a live show and the programs that I use and everything. If some people are interested, that could be a great episode. But yeah, I kind of like this because I can have like all my latest subscribers. I can put their name in here, and whenever somebody does a super chat, the names stay down there, and it calculates every month whoever gave the most sponsor money. I mean, whoever gave the most super chat gets rewarded by having their name as the top super chatter. And yeah, that's great. And in the future, I can change the alerts where every time there's a new subscribers or an alert, I'm gonna move where this thing becomes completely white and just says the message down there, like new subscriber, etc. It's gonna be there in white, and I can change my alerts. I mean, I'm just getting started, but I'm having a lot of fun. That's all I have to say. My people, CV Beats. How are you, brother? I hope you're fine. Master Electronic, what do you do? I hope you are fine. What do you do, Mountain Yaba Inspiration? What do you do, cousin? I hope you're fine. Bon dia, Emmanuel. Boa night. Bruno, what do you do, brother? What do you do, Shada Gang? Let me put this in the right place, which is here. Hey, Kiyata. Shada body Shada in the building. What do you do? I hope you're fine. How is it out there in New Jersey, if I remember well? Queen Dalia, welcome. I hope you're fine. Salute from the Dominican Republic. What do you do, Matt Music? Everybody, tell me where you are, what time it is. Put the flags in the chat so I know where you are watching from. Hola, Gabriela. Malcolm Beats, are you ready? We are almost here. 12th of March. Kaysha and Malcolm Beats. The craziness begins. Shay. I like that shirt. When that shirt said to me, lol. Don't even know where I bought that shirt. I don't remember. Moto music. What it do, bro? I hope you fine. Joujousan. What it do? I hope you fine as well. Moto music. We have to. Next episode, we're gonna have conversation about what we talked on the phone. That's a great conversation. It actually goes in the feeling of what we were talking already in one episode, but I think it's a great conversation with everybody. Looking good in all black. Who's in all black? You? Elise boys, what do you do? How are you in Louisiana? I hope everybody's fine in your home. The song reminds you of Calypso. Ooh, which one? The one of the intro or this one in the back right now? Joel, what up, cousin? I hope you are fine. Because I am. Does Ecamm handle everything for your stream, including the logo, etc., Kaysha? Yes, it could, and that's how it was before. But I decided to move everything to Stream Elements. So let me show you. Let me show you, my dear Moto. Let me go to demo mode. If I find it, live demo mode. There you go. So, you see, there you go. So you see, interesting that in live demo mode it shows me the whole everything instead of just Ecamm. Anyway, this used to be the way on Ecamm. This used to be the way. So you see here, this is the main overlay, but now if I remove it, so if I unlock this and I do this, you see I can remove the overlay, right? So now my overlay is actually coming from the web. It's coming from Stream Elements, which handles also now the alerts every time somebody subscribes, all these things. So what I do is that inside of Stream Elements, so inside of Stream Elements, I designed my whole overlay. So that's the overlay of Club Shada. So as you can see here, I put my logo here, I put the power, the icons, the HUD is here, and here is where the alerts arrive. Let's say, for example, I make a fake subscriber, for example, boom, you see? It goes here and all this appears. So this is the screen, and this is me behind, right? And this is how I do now. But back in before that, I would go on Photoshop and I would. So let me show you on Photoshop. I'll show you on Photoshop how I used to design it. So the way I used to do it before today was I would do Club Shada main overlay. Okay, there it is. So I would have an overlay, right? So I have a screenshot of one episode, right? And then I would design all my stuff. So I would put my little icons in down there. I would do my logo, Club Shada. So it's just me writing Club Shada in a rectangle. I would have my sponsor logo here, and here I would also have the place where I put the please donate and then all the information, but I remove it now. And then I would remove my image under it, and I would save this as a transparent PNG, so that, and then I would go on Ecamm, and I would, let me quit Photoshop. Then I would go on Ecamm, and I would open here a new overlay with my so let me do it for you. Let me show you. But I'm gonna do a whole episode on how to do a live show, the way I do it, or the way Body does it as well, because we give each other a lot of information, and you know I'm the business guy behind, the guy who gives the ideas, and we find websites and stuff. So how I would do it before, so my overlay right now on my main. So if I remove it, what I would do, I would click here and open my overlay number 13, for example, or the one before was number 12, right? And if I open it, you see, here's my old one. And then here you could add any information or whatever. You could add something that moves, whatever. But that's the old one. But now what I do, because I use stream elements, I can have, instead of having one image, I can have a lot of moving parts. And those moving parts, I can animate them. I can create stuff. I can make those icons disappear, for example, when there's a certain event. I can do a lot of different things that I could not do before. So it's I'm pushing the show to some next things, and so I have two different overlays. This is when I have this is the intro with the sponsor part, etc., and this is the main one that is for the rest of the pages. So yeah. Now let me remove demo mode. So, because when you forget to remove demo mode, you end up staying here, and but yeah, I can explain to you privately, or I'll do a whole episode about the different solutions that you have, because there's not only one. But I like this one because I like to be in control of things, and I like to really be, But I know that a lot of people tend to use StreamYard, that I also have. Body, for example, Bodhisattva, when he does a conversation with other people, he uses StreamYard because it's simpler to invite people, send them a link, and then people can just come and have the conversation. Where's my water? Oh my God. Well done, Kay. Yeah. So I was saying, yeah, Buddy uses StreamYard to have the conversation with people, and because it's completely web-based as well, so your computer doesn't have to be powerful, and you can just send them the image, and you can send them all your logos and stuff, and they do the rest. But you cannot do stuff like this, for example. You cannot do something like this with StreamYard. You don't have all this control, but everything you lose in control, you win in simplicity. So it's really a question of what you're looking for, what you are trying to do. Buddy, for his live show, when he plays music when he does the DJ show, Quarantine Grooves, he uses OBS. OBS is a program that works on Mac and PC. Ecamm that I use only works on Mac, but OBS is there's a learning curve, but I mean, there's a lot of tutorials online, and yeah, I mean, it's more or less the same thing. We set up the logos and elements that will be on top of our image. Then we set up the camera, and there we go. I'm actually about to buy a new camera. My wife got the camera that I offered her stolen while she was in the street doing photos. Some young fuckers stole the camera, but you know, it's just material things. I'd rather her be safe than other things. So I'm gonna get I've been thinking about getting a new camera, so I'll probably offer her my GH4 that I use, because it's a great camera, and I'm hesitating between buying a GH5 or moving to Sony to have a full frame. So it's gonna be more the back of the image will be with more bokeh, with less focus, and the image of Sony is great. But I mean, I love the image of my GH4, so I'm still hesitating. But between tomorrow, and I just received some royalties, so between tomorrow and in the next 2 days, I'm gonna decide if I get a GH5 or a Sony A6400 with a what lens? Sigma something, Sigma 30mm or 25mm. I don't know yet. I have to see more videos about which one I prefer, because the Sony image is amazing and those are great cameras for streaming, but I'm so used to Panasonic cameras, and if I get a GH5, the image quality will be great, and all I have to do is just set it up the same way I set up this one, so I'm not gonna have to learn anything. So I don't know, I'll see. Thank you so much. I try to, if people are gonna watch me for hours, I hope, I try to give them something nice to watch. The first episodes where I was using the iPhone as a camera were not as great, but look, like Buddy, he's doing an amazing show and he uses his phone as a camera. I can't wait for him to upgrade to a new camera. It's too bad because if my wife didn't lose the camera, when I would upgrade mine, I would have given Buddy this camera, and this would have changed the dynamic of his whole show. But hey, it's not a loss. At a point, we will invest in more gear. Was I? I guess I'm back. I think. Internet du village. That's the problem of this thing. The whole internet is a nightmare. When everybody's home using the internet, watching Netflix, this is what happens. So I guess I'm back, and yeah, I froze, but I guess I'm fine now. Another good thing with the iPad is still frozen. Is it because it didn't get the thing yet? Let's see. The iPad is 30 seconds late. But yeah, as I was saying, where was I? Yeah, camera stuff is very important, interesting. So where were we? Let me watch. Let me go to the comments a little before. I was replying to. My iPad is gone. Okay. So that's strange because I'm back online, but YouTube and the iPad are still not showing nothing. So I just want to be sure that you guys are watching me, because I see your comments when you are talking. Okay, saying excellent connection on YouTube, but I don't see the image nowhere. So everybody put a thumb in the chat if you are seeing me, because I have no idea if because yeah, on my screen and in there, nothing. It's all black. So I guess there's either a problem with YouTube, either a problem with who knows. But a great thing about programs like this one, or Ecamm, or even StreamYard, is like when your internet connection freezes, it takes you back whenever your internet is back, it takes you back to the video you were doing. And that is great, because you don't have to go, like, they know what you were doing and they know there's a problem, and they just resume sending the data to the thing. Okay, I see a bunch of thumbs in the chat. Let me show you what I see. So I see all your comments here, but you see the image? I don't have image back, and this is strange. Okay, so, I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to leave like that. Let me try to remove YouTube. Oh, maybe there's a problem with the internet coming, because it feels like, or was it my Wi-Fi that got a problem? Turn off the Wi-Fi. Turn it on again. No, it's not the Wi-Fi, because if it was the Wi-Fi, it wouldn't do it here. Okay, I'm back online, says YouTube. Okay, good. All right. Okay, that's interesting. But it's the same thing on the computer. Anyway, if you guys are seeing me, I think that's the most important. There's some issue here, but as long as you guys see me, I guess I don't need to see myself. Just let me know if there's any problem. So where were we? 6 p.m. in Edmonton, about to have dinner. Nice. 2 a.m. in Sweden, 1 a.m. here. Rhode Island, in your studio. You're always in your studio. This is like watching Club Shada in the studio. That's what you do. I'm in Romania. It's 3 a.m. Wow, Romania. I'd love to go there one day. We have some street icebergs here in Newark. What? Expecting more snow in the morning. 8 p.m. here. Yeah, I saw some images of the US. I was like, yo, what's going on? That is crazy out there. 8 p.m. in Canada. Are you talking about this song? It's Diamantero, Harlem Popo. It's if you're not familiar with the Club Shada, this is actually the main theme of Club Shada. So I don't play it all the time, but this is my favorite one for this show. It's part of one of my albums under the name Diamantero that is called Bougie Love. And you can find it on Spotify and other places. Yeah. But that's so strange. Well, listen. I guess there's a problem. I mean, anyway, listen. as long as you guys are seeing me, this whole show is recorded anyway. So when the show is over, I will make sure that I cut it as always. And if it's not recorded on YouTube as it should be, for replays, I will just take the file that I have here and upload it after the show. This is a power setup. Well, listen, it's not that complicated. There's some moving parts, but it's actually a great setup. My only thing with using a web-based setup for the overlays is that if there's a problem with the web, I lose the overlay. That's the only problem. But as you can see, I can always call back my old overlays because I keep everything from the first one to the new one. So I don't know if you remember the first overlay I ever did for Club Shada. Wait, let me see if I still have it. The first overlay was let me see, overlay number 1, main overlay. Do I still have it? Overlay 6, overlay 7, main overlay. Yeah, do you remember the first overlay? That was the first one. I don't even think it was the first one. No, I think there was more before that one. But yeah, we know the thing is when you create a show like this, what is interesting is the moving parts. For me, this is always what is interesting, and I keep finding new ways. I remember when I used to only use the old microphone. I don't know if you guys remember this one. This microphone was great. It had a great sound. But then I moved to this one that is a little more professional. I have and now I'm gonna start working on the sound because I really want to be able to control, especially when I speak louder. The other one had a limiter inside the program that would limit if you yell or if you speak loud, it would just. But now I'm gonna do it via plugin. But yeah, we're gonna do a whole show about how I do my show. That for those who are interested in watching that would be great. Kaysha is nerdy. Oh yeah, music is his side hustle, and geeking out on tech stuff is his real hustle. Say it again, bro. That is for real. That is completely true. And and then when we talk about the life stuff, we also talk about all the different ways you can design your elements, like your logos. Like this logo was super easy to do. All these things are easy to do. Yeah, that could be a very interesting way to show how you can do it with paid programs and how you can do it with free programs. Like Buddy uses Canva. Canva is free, and Buddy does his whole setup, all on Canva, and this is for free. So we can even design your T-shirts and stuff for free. Like with nowadays, it does. I'm using OBS right now. I used it before. It was just to start with it. Yeah, OBS is you can use OBS and you can use OBS with Stream Elements and Streamlabs. So Streamlabs was what I used to use for all the alerts and stuff, but you can still use it. I mean, and what I like about Stream Elements is really the fact that you just design your whole thing around all the elements that you want to use. So a great thing that I'm going to do, for example, I'm about to redesign completely my music beat making stuff. So for example, for now, this is the overlay, you know, for studio sessions, but I'm gonna completely redesign it. I want something white down there, a long white bar where I'm gonna put all the elements, the super chat, all that stuff, all my Chinese signs, the favor by the God, the logos. I'm gonna do it completely differently. I want a white bar down there. I'm gonna design everything, and I might have a different set of alerts when it comes to music. I'm gonna have alerts that are only based on music when I'm gonna do the music studio thing, and I'm gonna also design another one for the, like yesterday when I play music, I'm gonna have another one that is designed really for my music selections. But I started playing with all this only yesterday. So what you're seeing is the result of 24 hours of work. Of course, I already had my designs done. So all I had to do is cut everything in little parts and move them. So yeah. You know, I'm still troubled by the fact that I'm not seeing my image. It is messing with me. But yeah, if it's not arriving on YouTube, I guess it's a problem with because YouTube is telling me excellent connection, the live is going on 52 minutes, etc. But the fact that I don't see my things in here is, but listen, since everything is going good and everybody's talking with me, I guess I'm gonna just forget about it and just maybe even just turn off the iPad or whatever. But I mean, I like to keep the iPad because I see it on my field of view. I can see when there's a comment that is a comment from somebody that is flagged, and maybe somebody said a swear word or something, and then I can check it out and see if it's a comment that I accept or not. I should have sent my son to you on Stash. It would have been much cheaper than sending him to college for visual communication and graphic design. Well, listen, I learned all this. I mean, I learned a lot of this on just by myself, but I also went to a graphic design school. So after doing economics at La Sorbonne, I went on to do graphic design and publicity and those things. But at the same time that I started going to the school, that's the same year where I started performing a lot. So I could not go to all all the courses because I was having more and more shows. And the year after, that's when Bounce Baby came out, and now I was traveling every week. So I kept, but you know, Audition is a great program, that's true. What camera do you use for your live shows? So I use the glorious GH4. So let me show you. Wow, this is crazy that this camera now costs like 600 euros. This used to cost, it's used, okay. Let me see, actually. So GH4, they still sell it here. I just realized that I'm not sick anymore. I'm still feeling strange, but I just realized that now my nose is, I'm breathing normally. Oh, I don't see GH4 here, so wait, GH4. Yeah, so that's the GH4. It's a Micro Four Third camera from Panasonic. Yeah, that's the camera I use, and the lens I use on top of it is Panasonic Leica 15 millimeter 1.7. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one I'm using. This one, and it gives you that image. And it's the same one that I shot all the videos that somebody didn't shoot. Like, for example, the Mama Way video, all the shots in Miami, I shoot them with that. The Ne Jamais Te Lasser de Moi, I shot it with that. And a bunch of my videos are shot in a GH4. And I want to replace it with the GH5. That is, so the GH4 is the GH4 is like, it's been around for a long time now, probably 7 years, if not more. No, wait, I had my GH4 when I was in Paris, so this camera is probably 10 years old. The GH5 is probably 2 or 3 years old, and yeah, it has so many possibilities. Low light is amazing. The image is great. I'm not sure that for the live stream I need the GH5, but then I can shoot it. I can use it when I travel. I can use it to shoot videos. And because I already have all my lenses, like, let me show you look, let me show you. This lens is a Leica 42.5 millimeter. The images that this gives is crazy. And the thing is this, if I go to Sony, for example, if I get the A6400 by Sony, I'm gonna get an amazing camera for live streaming, but then I cannot use my lenses. I have to buy Sony lenses, and but you know, it's cheaper than the GH5, and the image is crazy. So if I get it with a Sigma, there's a Sigma lens that I think that what I want is the Sigma 30 millimeter for Sony, so EF lens. That's not for Canon, for Sony E. Yeah, that's the one. So I mean, it would be the same price more or less, but with this I would have an image like behind me would be more blurry, but I still don't know. So I've been speaking with a bunch of people who make music videos with me, and asking them what is their opinion. Why is my computer making all these noise? Why is Listen, this lens, let me show you. Let me see if I can plug it while I'm... Does it work? Okay, look at this. That's the one I use for music videos. The problem is this, it's too near me, but you see how it is in the back? Look at this. That's the one I use for all the music videos. And the Sony, that's a tattoo. I mean, that used to be a tattoo. Like the Sony would give me this, but without needing to have a 42 millimeter lens. So I'm thinking about it, like, because I could use this one, but I would need to do my show from far away. I would need to be like super far from everything. See what I mean? So what I use is this one. But this one for portraits, it makes amazing photos. Sometimes people ask me, yo, how you have those beautiful photos on Instagram, you and your wife? I'm like, because that's what we use. We use professional cameras. Yeah, this is crazy. We're supposed to talk about stuff. The Club Shada, like, don't take me to the geek land. Let me focus myself again. Am I out of focus? I'm focused. Let me see. Yeah. So, geekery. That's the camera I use, and now I'm I don't know. I don't know yet what I'm gonna use. Plus, there's some new Panasonic cameras that have full frame sensors. So I'm gonna watch thousands of videos, and I'll see what I want to use. Subnet your internet and add Wi-Fi repeater in your house. Now I think it was not my Wi-Fi. I think it was just because I'm not plugged. One rule about doing live streaming is to never use your Wi-Fi. I'm plugged directly to the Ethernet, and the Ethernet is directly going to fiber. So it was the whole building's internet that went down for 2 minutes. And since everybody's on quarantine and everybody's using the internet and everybody's probably watching Pornhub at this time, this is what happens. Everybody's thinking that they're getting cut off. Damn. That thing is crazy. I've been doing that. Doesn't change nothing. For some reason, there must be a problem with, like, you know what I could do? I could just quit Ecamm by force and go back to the live, but I don't know. Maybe I can test that to see if this brings me back the image. But hey, since everybody's watching me, shake your iPad. It's back. Wait, it's back. It's back here. Okay, iPad now. Only iPad left. It's gonna appear. It's gonna appear in a second. Just got back on YouTube now, so okay. At least I know that it's here. So this shit is crazy. You see me fine, or you see that I'm fine? That shit is crazy. Random shutdowns. This goes into the subject that I want to talk about today. Tatiana, how are you? I really love your profile picture. It's cute. Heather, how are you? Sorry. I'm thinking about going Melon app for my life because of the cost and resolution. I didn't test that one, but I heard people talk about it. I heard a lot of people that want to leave StreamYard to use Melon app, but I never heard about it. So let me see, Melon app. Me, what I'm looking for is a way to be able to why is YouTube so Google is super slow. My internet is a nightmare. Melon. Oh, now it's Google that is not working. I guess my internet is, I guess going up is fine, but going down seems to be problematic. So I don't know, YouTube goes fine. So YouTube is fine. It's Google that is problematic. Interesting. I cannot even use Gmail. There must be a problem in their systems. So maybe it was not my internet connection. Interesting. Well, listen, I'm gonna stop trying to go in places. As long as my live show is going, I'll try the rest of the things afterwards. Or maybe I'll try from my phone using the 4G. Yeah, what I'm looking for is a way to have all this and be able to do my show. Maybe not having my intro and all that stuff and the music, but when I go to Congo in March or April, I want to be able to use the 4G, go in my garden and do my live show. I will not do it at night, but I might do it maybe in the afternoons, maybe like 4 p.m. I want to be able to be in my garden, put my phone and do Club Shada and try to have my overlays. I know you can do it with OBS, with Streamlab OBS, but I'm trying to see if using what I'm using right now I can do it. Because you can do it directly from YouTube, but it's not the same thing. But yeah, worst case scenario, I just do it from YouTube and I stop inventing myself problems that I don't have, and I just use what I can. Lil Mauro, what up, bro? I don't know, my iPad is, let me just reboot YouTube. See? It's not even going in YouTube. There's a serious internet problem here. Let me see on my phone what goes on. Yeah, same thing. It's my Wi-Fi connection. Let me unplug. Let me go on 4G. And on 4G, yeah, 4G is working. Okay, yeah, 4G, everything is fine. Let me see my show from here. Yeah, my show is, oh, there you go. So I guess, yeah, I guess my maybe because sometimes when you turn on and off the internet connection goes on and off, sometimes the Wi-Fi gets fucked, and maybe that's what's going on here. So I guess we're just gonna listen. I know it's working, so it's fine. I'm gonna try to stop thinking about it. But as you can see, my phone is working. So, and yeah, I could connect my iPad. I'm obsessed about this. I could connect my iPad to my phone. Maybe Wi-Fi, or maybe go to my second Wi-Fi. If I connect to my other Wi-Fi, maybe. This is a nightmare. This is a geek nightmare. Because it's not something that is preventing the show from going on. It's just, it's even worse on this one. Let me go back to the other one. Let me go and connect to my phone. Okay, if I connect from my phone, everything should be fine. What is my phone saying? Yep, connected. Listen, guys. Huh? There you go. You know the great thing about my phone is, okay, so now I'm connected on my phone. The iPad is connected to the phone. Everything is going fine. And the great thing about my phone line here, as I have unlimited connection on my phone. I got like, I think I pay 40 euros a month for unlimited internet. And you see, Moto, in a conversation that we had, if you could pay 40 euros a month, or even less, but 40 euros a month, $50 a month for free internet, like unlimited internet, and maybe $10 a month for 10 gigabytes or 15 gigs in Africa, every African artist would be bigger than everybody in Europe. And yeah, that's all you just waiting for. Good night, Gabriela. Thanks for coming. Come back soon, Sunday. What's the programming that you use? The program I use for my covers. What you mean, my covers? Yeah, it's a nice browser, but yeah, you know, Google has so many more results, and especially when you like me, you need to fine tune and who's that? You know what I love about Club Shada? I do a title about what I want to talk about, and then I end up spending an hour talking about everything else. I love this place. I love coming here. Let's see if we can talk about what I want to talk about. For your songs, I use Photoshop. And yeah, I do them, all of them. I've been doing my covers since my first ever album in '98. So I'm Photoshop. That means we need to create internet companies in Africa then. Bro, this is it's a conversation that I've been having with Moto privately, but this is gonna be the next episode of Sunday. We're gonna talk about the leap, Africa going to the next step, like Africa becoming internet giant. Africa is a sleeping internet giant. The only problem is all the things that are missing, and the fact that if we don't do them ourselves, we're gonna end up like Europe. In Europe, everybody's here talking about free internet, etc. But yo, Twitter, American. Facebook, American. YouTube, Google, Instagram, etc. American. Clubhouse, American. All these companies are American. The only company that is not American is TikTok. And look how they've been trying to pretend that there's a security problem just because they don't like the hegemony of their companies and internet giants being stepped on. Apple, American. And if it's not the Americans, who's going to be? Chinese, WeChat, Samsung, Korean, etc., etc. Where are the African giants? Like creating let me leave me for Sunday. Let's keep all these conversations for Sunday and talk about today's subject. I believe all the artists in Africa would dominate the market right now if it was. Yeah. Look, when 5 years ago or four or 5 years ago, about that, maybe 3 years ago, when South America countries and internet companies and telecom companies brought for $5 or $10, 5 gigabyte, 10 gigabyte, whatever amount of internet was given to people for cheap, for the billion of people who were in South America, all of a sudden, the J Balvins and all the reggaeton people exploded. It's simple as that. I remember when to be an artist, you had to be in France. Today, it's a complete different conversation. Everybody's overwhelmed with all these Latin artists exploding. Is just because the crowds that they sing to all have telephones, and all the young people have telephones. So all the young people in Africa have telephones. They just don't have enough data to stream crazy amount of views, and they don't have the Spotify and all these. So Sunday, come back Sunday. This is not today's subject, because if it is today's subject, I'm gonna have to change the subject and leave today's subject for Sunday. But I think there's so much stuff. There's like so much stuff to do. They are. Guys, keep your thoughts for Sunday. Where just gotta have Sunday's market. Also the brilliant funk, so many people consuming them on YouTube. Yep, exactly. It's just because they all have access to the internet. Because we have cheap internet in there. I know. Sunday, I'm telling you. Sunday, this is Sunday's conversation. We're gonna have a whole. Maybe I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna play you the conversation that I had with Motomoto. The voice note we sent each other. Listen, let's talk about what's going on right now in France and in a lot of parts in the world. And it actually gave me something to think about, there's a movement in France right now of people who own restaurants, people who own clubs, who are defying governments, and they are saying enough is enough. I can't feed my family. I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna open my restaurant and you can give me a fine. It's fine. I'll take my fine. But I prefer this than seeing my investment and my life dream go to dust because we have to protect each other. it's hard not to understand. But at the same time, we're talking about a pandemic. 2 weeks ago, sadly, a father of three just hanged himself in his restaurant. And he was like, yeah, no more money. I got this restaurant. It's been closed for a year. You know, and the states are implementing what they can, I guess. The money, I guess, is not unlimited. There's still a virus out there. And, you know, it made me think, my brother DJ BZ Brown, you know, it really made me think about how long we've been in this situation. When you think about it, my job is to perform. DJ BZ Brown's job is to DJ, produce, but he's known as a big DJ in Germany. I'm known as a performer. Bodhisattva is a DJ. We get paid to travel in countries and perform. And it's been a year now. We are in February. I did one show in the whole 365 days that passed. One show. Some restaurants, depending on which city you are, some people are just abandoning it. Some nightclubs have been closed for 1 year. DJs haven't been able to perform for a whole year. You know, those who are future thinking, and you know, when we were talking with Buddy, I was like, Buddy, take your show to YouTube. Forget Instagram. Take your show to YouTube. I've been telling him since Quarantine Groove #1. At Quarantine Groove 50, I was like, bro, when you reach 50, take everybody to you. Do it while you don't have a lot of viewers, because we don't know how long we're gonna be in this situation. So last year, around May, I guess, he did his first show on YouTube. Download OBS and start doing his show on YouTube. So those of us who decided to go on YouTube, and I mean, everybody's home, so this is the best moment to attract clientele. So we start, you know, we started to work on this digital thing and try to generate income, right, from this. But it's me, I'm in a better situation because I've been doing the digital thing for 20 years now, right? The man who they love, Bodhisattva, is in the building. You see, Buddy, talk about you, summon you. You just arrived like a genie. And see, some of us who have been doing the digital thing for years, like me, we've been getting paid. I mean, YouTube has been paying my rent for almost 10 years now. 10 years, actually. And so the quarantine is not as hard for me because I live in a great neighborhood. I mean, my financial situation is impacted, but is impacted 30%. I still have the 70% left. That the 30% was what I was investing in stock option, in cryptos, and etc. I still have enough money to feed my family, live comfortably. And I have so much content online that is monetized that I guess I was ready for this. But a lot of people, if they start the show today, first they need to make 10,000 hours of watch time or 4,000, I don't remember how much, to be able to have super chats. The super chat is the way that you guys support this content, like Emmanuel did yesterday with the $5 that she gave, and like Mike has been doing when he, as you can see, he blessed us the show with 106 euros this month. And it's really, for a lot of artists, you need to build your community before your community can reward you with tips, super chats, this, that. It takes a lot of time to build a community. So for all these people, after a whole year, how do they do? And a lot of people are starting to say to themselves, I'm gonna fucking disobey. Fuck that. I'm done. Let me just go to a dark place, plug my DJ set, and do a party, an underground party. There's a bunch of underground parties that are going on right now. Can you imagine? That shit is crazy. And why? Because people don't have another choice. People are starting to say to themselves, there is nothing else that I can do. And that's crazy. And I don't know, man. Like this, thank you so much for your support. Master Electronic, you've been supporting this show for the longest time, and I'm thankful. DJ Busy Brown, thank you so much for your super chat. And I'm actually, I would love to know. I see your comment somewhere. I believe that a lot of the people are now asking themselves, for how long? I was talking to an artist that I've worked with since 2003, 2001, 20 years, Sumia. We had a long conversation today, and she. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Manu, are you trying to become the top? Are you trying to become the top super chatter? Thank you so much. Bodhisattva, are you giving me my money back? Thank you so much. What's going on with you guys? Thank you so much. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. My wife is back. I have to buy stuff. I'm just gonna spend my money again. I need to buy this camera, $1,000. I need to. Thank you so much, all of you. So I was saying, we are now in. Thank you so much, Bruno. What's going on with you? Thank you so much, Bruno, for this super chat. Thank you for supporting this show. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Keep it coming. Let's go. I'm waiting for a millionaire. I need to have like 4 or 5 millionaires watching Club Shada, and that they start giving 100 like every episode, like 4 or 5 of them, so I make like 500 per episodes, and then I can offer you guys more t-shirts and stuff with that money. So, like I was saying, a lot of people are now saying to themselves, like I was talking with Sumia, we were like, so wait a minute. We've been here for a whole year and it's not over. And what are we gonna do? Like, how do you sustain your career if you don't have catalog that you can get pay your rent from? If you don't have a show on YouTube with enough people that are blessing you with super chats? If your rent is 1,000 or 500, 600, 700, I don't know. If your rent is 1,000, how many super chats do you need to get 1,000 in a month? And how many shows do you have to do? How do you teach the people who are used to having everything for free that people who can go on Instagram? If I go on Instagram right now and I ask myself, who's live? There's always somebody live on Instagram. Thank you so much, Keyata. I'm blessed. Thank you so much. You see, I go on it. Thank you so much, Master Electronic, for thank you. This is super chat train today. Now imagine, I go on Instagram, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 people on in my followers, following people that are live right now. It is for free. And why would people come here and why would they support here when a lot of people are not used to this? So we are now here having to at the same time educate the people that the content we are giving to them, we pay. We still have to survive while we are doing the content. And at the same time, some of these people are not used to this. People in America, people who are used to watching live shows and stuff, they used to say, yeah, yo, hey, he's a tip, cool. But a lot of people, they're like, hell no. What, you're not singing? Why would I pay? And like I was saying last year, now that when the quarantine started last year, you had all the singers in the world singing for free. So now nobody can hide behind a paywall and say, oh, I'm gonna do a show, I'm gonna sing, please pay $5 per person to watch the thing. That's what I said from the beginning. From a business standpoint, it makes no sense for me to sing for free, because once you sing for free, you cannot sing for paid anymore. So you have to find a way to make it work. And I mean, I'm not saying that me, I'm in a great situation. I got followers that understand. I got followers that are and you guys are amazing. You guys, Master Electronic, Emmanuel, Bruno, Body, Keyata, sorry. Mike, Phoenix, Matt. I have Mr. Simmons. I have people that have been supporting this show from the moment the super chat was available on this channel. And I can say to myself, hey, listen, I'm gonna do a show. I'm gonna sing a few songs. It's gonna be my show, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna be there with my microphone. Hey, if you want to support during the show, you know how it is. If you don't, it's fine, because you guys have been supporting since the beginning. I can do it. But think about all the people who didn't build everything that I've built. I bought this camera to do music videos. I can now use it to make a live stream and have this quality. I bought these lights here for music videos, and I can use it for my live stream. I bought this light here for music videos as well. That one too. That fake plant, my wife bought it for her photos. I stole it. And you see what I mean? I'm in a great position because I've always been a content creator and I've always known how to monetize my content. But when you think about all the people who have no idea what to do today, and the governments have nothing to tell them. The governments don't have any answer for these people. Nobody is telling them, hey, stay home, we're gonna give you 2,000, like it's been happening in the US. The US are like, you know what, fuck the dollar, let's print trillions of dollars and give it to the people. And yeah, our money is the most powerful anyway, so fuck inflation, let's just print dollars and spread them. But here in Europe, most of the government are still thinking, yeah, well, we don't have unlimited money. And there's still a pandemic. And yeah. And at the same time, they are not even able to vaccinate everybody. They hear, like, when I see the numbers of vaccination, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with all these people? I didn't even, I stopped looking because I was getting irritated, but so maybe it changed. I know that the US numbers have changed, but look, it is still such a few number compared to what we need, right? 106 million shots, right? So the US with 57 million people doses, with 1.6 million doses per day. Okay, but that's the US. There's a lot of states at the same time. There's 54 countries in one. But when I look at let me see the other countries. I know that's okay. Let me see in the world. Okay, there you go. So the US, 57 million people, China, 40 million people, the EU, 23 million people, UK, look at UK. UK is far ahead. And UK, they did their thing by themselves. 60 million people vaccinated. They need another 20 million people. Let's say another 30 million people vaccinated. And the UK can open now because they will have 70% of their population. The population in the UK is 66 million people. If they can vaccinate another 30 million people, they would be at 46 million people vaccinated. That's enough to open everything because everybody that is old, weak, fragile will be vaccinated, and everybody else will be fine. And this is why the UK has implemented a new rule that is making everybody crazy. They said, yo, when you land in Heathrow, our airport, you have to stay 10 days at the airport hotel, and it's gonna cost you £1,700, and so $2,000, and then after that you get tested, and then you can stay. This is the best way to close your border because now we're not gonna do all the efforts that we are doing and all the amount that we paid the vaccine full price way before France and all you European people, where you were there like, oh, we're not sure. We're still debating about all your debates. Those guys, they were like, yo, we're buying the vaccine full price, fuck it, boom. Same thing for Israel. Israel has a population of 10 million people, just like Portugal. They have vaccinated 7 million people. Game over. Another million people, and they can open everything back. Because, yeah, nobody will be sick anymore. And once you have a situation where your country, everybody's safe, now you start telling people, hey, I'm gonna tell you what is the next phase. They're gonna be like, oh, you wanna come to Israel? Where's your proof of vaccination? It's just gonna be like Africa and yellow fever. Trust me, mark my words. Brazil, 5 million, 6 million people. There's another 200 million people to vaccinate. So it's far from it. Turkey, let's see, Portugal. France, now 3 million people. Come on, it's 66 million people. They only have 3 million people. Look at UK, 16 million people. Spain, Portugal, where's Portugal? Only 500,000 people. It makes no sense. And they are vaccinated. They're vaccinating 5 doses per 100 people. They're doing it as fast as they can, but we have 10 million people here. So there's a problem. And I know the doses are not easy to get by. There's a lot of reasons why things are like this, but with all these things that is happening, it is complicating the situation for all the people who are, for all the people. Because if you have a restaurant and you invested and you open your restaurant and you took a loan at the bank and your restaurant has been closed for a whole year, even if you understand the pandemic and all these things, you are still fucked. If you have a club, if you have a nightclub, and you still have to pay the rent because you don't own the building, you are fucked. If you're a DJ and you don't want to go do clandestine parties and you don't have, and this is why it's something I tell. I remember when Buddy was scared to ask people for donations. I was like, bro, listen, this is your job. What you are giving the people is something that you are giving something for free that normally they would pay. They would pay $10 to get in, probably in gas or taxi, another $20 to get there. That's 30 plus 10 to 20 on drinks. That's 50. And you're giving it for free. So damn it, if people don't have $5 to give you for these performances that you do 3 times a week, these people cannot say that they are your supporters. Or at least buy a t-shirt. If you really don't have the money, go on Spotify, play the whole album. Go type Body Salva, type Kaysha on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, and just before you go to sleep, just play the whole album. It's gonna. Wait, my album has 40 songs. That's 40 streams. It's not even 5 cents, 30 cents. But if you have 100 people doing it, you might make $5, $10. And then if people do this every day, you might get to a rent. This is the reality of today. But if you are a barmaid and you've been in bars and clubs all your life and there's no clubs, what do? There's a lot of people who are asking themselves, what am I supposed to do? And the governments are just telling them, obey. And they are starting to say to themselves, I'm gonna fucking disobey because I need to leave. And people are saying, this is your job is not, or whatever, a nightclub or a DJ or an artist singing. These are not important things. We have more important things, like doctors, like nurses. And in a pandemic, it is true, they are the heroes, they are the fighters. But does it mean that a DJ or an artist is not important? Where we are the ones who make people dream. We are the ones who are the soundtrack of the people's lives. We are the ones that people fall in love to. We are the ones that people cry to. We are the ones that people get depressed on. We might be the last song that somebody listens to before they kill themselves. We are the first song that people listen to before they make love for the first time. We are the first dance at a wedding. We accompany life and end of life. So are we non-essential? I see a bunch of artists, those who can again. They go to Congo, they go to Ivory Coast, they go to Africa where there's still a possibility to do shows because somehow Africa is touched differently. Maybe because there's a lot of young people, so there's a lot of asymptomatics, or maybe because there's a lot of, depending on the countries, the virus is arriving in bodies that are already full of viruses. But it is still a dire situation where if we stop performing for another year, do you really think that DJs, singers, performers, people who own restaurants, barmaids, cooks, chefs, restaurant bartenders, promoters, rappers, cover bands, wedding bands, people want to get married. Do you think that people are able to sustain another year like 2020? Some analysts are saying that travels and real life can resume in 2022 or 2023. Listen, I haven't seen my son. My son was supposed to come here like 2 days ago. On the 15th. No, 4 days ago. 3 days ago. He was supposed to come. I was ready to have my son come back. My son come back after a year and 2 months. Not seeing him. Last time I saw my son, he was 16. He was 16. That was before his birthday. So he was 16. He's now 18. Thank God for WhatsApp that everybody's trying to cancel now. Thank God for WhatsApp that at least I can talk to him in video and we can just, talk by the visualization of the virtuals. My daughter has been in the house now for a month now, 2-3 weeks, I don't remember. I don't even count time. All I know is Sundays and Wednesdays I'm live. And I can see that she needs to go out, So from time to time in the morning, I take her outside in front of the water. We live in a great neighborhood, waterfront, parks everywhere. We have like 7 kilometers of parks. I take her to the park in the waterfront. I just let her run for 20 minutes, and then she's like, I'm tired. Let's go home. Let's go. And then we go home. But yeah, she needs to go back to school, But listen, I had COVID. Me and Buddy, we had a bad one. Almost died. I understand that all these things, all this complaining is great, but there's a virus out there. And that's what I tell people. There's a virus out there, so. But what do we do? Like, I was talking to a friend of mine who has a label, and he told me, I'm building houses now. I went back to construction. I'm like, what? Yeah. I sell shows normally. And I'm like, what about your artists? Like, some of them are okay. Most of them went back to their parents. They went back to live with their parents, and yeah, people are regrouping because a lot of careers are being destroyed right now. And you know, not everybody has this possibility to just, you see what I mean? Not a lot of people have been able to be like me. I'm quick to change directions and do something else. But a lot of people, they just disobeying. And yeah, a lot of people are asking themselves, how long do I obey? Like, how long do I accept this situation even if I understand? Like, people still have families to feed. It's complicated. It is complicated. In Germany, people have lost their clubs and businesses as the landlord just stopped taking full rent. Exactly. Some people don't care. And that's what I was saying is, if you want people to not be able to open their clubs, you should at least tell them that they don't have to pay the rent and you're going to take care of the rent. Or you have to tell the banks. The banks should be the ones in this case taking care of paying the rent for you. Then the banks will turn to the governments, and the government say, yeah, there you go, we bail you out. Because the problem right now is telling people that they cannot do their life work that they feed their family with, but at the same time not giving them any solution. Some people, they get paid, the state, there's some help and stuff, and from country to country is different. In the US, there's a lot of people who received money from the government, from the Trump administration. In Europe, yeah, there's some help, there's some stuff for artists, but then it depends what type of artist you are. If you're an artist like me who pay taxes, who declare the money he makes, you can go to the government and say, hey, I pay my taxes, help me. What do you do? I do this. How much did you? Okay, yeah. We see you in the system. Okay, you can ask for this. You can ask for that. You can ask for that. My accountant is doing this for me. But if you're an artist who've always worked with cash, and all you do is, you do a gig, you do a DJ set, you take 200 cash. You go perform, you take 1,000 cash, and everything is always been cash, and everybody's just, no, we pay you cash, it's better, it's easier for everybody. In a situation like right now, you don't exist in the government, so why they cannot help you? You're not a taxpayer, so yeah, there's nothing we can do. Shh. It is compliqué. I love you back. My daughter just battled in the Jersey Club dance tournament. I'm gonna do a whole live doing Jersey Club. And won over the tournament. Nice. $350 at the event. They charge at the door. That's nice. I'm poor, take my heart. Blessing, King's Bodhisattva. Come on, don't fall asleep so we can call each other after. We didn't talk to you today. I did. time to disobey. The rebels. So good, brother. How are things there in the Dominican Republic? The US is about to go through a shit with our currency soon. We are about to move to a gold standard. Listen, that's why I'm investing in crypto. Because the way the US have been printing dollars, trust me, is problematic. The government are about to enslave people and make people more poor than ever. Okay. When are we doing the live conference video chat? Whenever you're ready, as you can see, everything, the whole setup is done. Everybody look out for my brand new company coming soon, Bantu Creative Media, a label that's not a label. We're focusing on giving visibility to African and Afro-descendant artists in Africa and Americas. Nice. A label that is not a label is something I invented in 2008. It's called Sushi Raw. But I like the idea. Actually, I was sick, but I'm gonna record our song soon. I'm not getting vaccinated. They did trials on drug addicts here in New York. I don't have any heroin in my system, so I don't trust it. I'm getting vaccinated. Of course, I'm reading a lot of things from scientists and people that I trust that are serious. But yeah, I'm getting vaccinated. That would be good if Kaysha had a music conference, live music conference, inviting industry head and artists to talk about the future. Bodhisattva is actually having quality talks on Wednesdays where he invites people from the different industries. But it is something that I don't know if I would do a live conference, but Club Shada episode inviting different people, labels and people is something that I plan to do. So, you know. Can you imagine that I did in dinner? No, you know, there's something, oh, come on, busy, you new here. You new, but you're not new. But let me explain to you how it goes. When I start going on my talks, I stop reading the comments. I see them, but then that's when I'm done talking. Then I start reading the comments and I start interacting again. Many people listen to Malcolm B's music, and it's, yeah, it is soothing, you know. But you know, for this vaccine thing, what up, Distant Shadow? I'm here in the background working on OG Weekender. Ah, nice. I got vaccinated and I feel great. That's the way to go. Moderna. I'm gonna tell you one thing about the vaccine. Whether you want it or not, at a point, some countries, not now, maybe in the distant future, I believe that some countries will just say, hey, you want to come here? Vaccine. So those who don't want to get vaccinated, who don't trust it, can take their time. It's not something that is compulsory for now. But there's going to be a time that, yeah, you're going to have to go through it. And there's going to be a time that you're going to have choices between the brand new ones, the Pfizer, the Moderna. And now you have the Johnson and Johnson one that is very promising. It is more a vaccine of old technology, if I can say. And then you also have the AstraZeneca. You're gonna have more and more choices in vaccines because these gonna be the way to go through this. Of course, some people are also trying to develop medicine as well, treatments, so that instead of getting a vaccine, like when you have the flu, you might take some pills and you're fine. But I think we're still early in the whole thing, and but trust me, in a bit, whenever you want to go to a country, take a plane, you will have to get vaccinated, and that's all you know. Some companies will say, "Oh, you want to try? You want to work here?" Because of liabilities, and it's not going to be a question of freedom of speech, freedom of this, that. It's going to be a business question. It's going to be like, hey, some places will say, you want to get in, you're going to have to get vaccinated. The good thing is, as soon as enough people are vaccinated and the people who get sick or who can contract the virus stay asymptomatic, you're actually going to be fine as well. Even those who are not vaccinated, because they will not be able to make the other people sick or make their grandparents sick, because everybody older will get vaccinated. So at that point, I guess we will arrive at what we call the herd immunity, and those who will want to take a vaccine will take it. Those who don't want, fine, fine, as long as people understand that, yeah, in some countries that you will want to go, I'm sure they will say, yeah, you have your proof of vaccination to travel. This for sure, some countries, some companies, is going to be things that will make people have to go and accept that. I mean, I won't have this problem, because soon as it's available here for my age group in Portugal, yeah, hopefully me and Body will go together. We'll do it live, and he will not be able to infect me with his virus again. There's a curfew at 7, but people can travel by car until 10. American tourists and Italian, French, and Canadians. It would be better if we could go to the club. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm fine at home. I might go to Africa. I might go to my mother's house, but I want to make sure that we're fine, because I don't want to infect my parents. So I will see. Maybe in March, we'll just go to Africa, take my whole family, and spend 2 weeks out there. I will take the vaccine. I didn't have good moments with that COVID. Death is one of the listed side effects, though, and people who suffer from allergy have been advised not to get it. Yep, that's true. Yeah, no, I agree with you. But the people who died were more people with that were already frail. And yeah, for now, what I'm talking about is not now. I'm talking about in 1 year. 1 year from now. Oh, for now, yeah. As long as you have a negative COVID, you can go. But look at what the UK are doing. For now, they're just saying it's a way to dissuade people to come. You want to come here, you have to pay 2K of hotel and just stay there for 10 days. Or just want to come for the weekend, but I don't care. 2K and at a point, this is what's going to happen. People who did the effort to vaccinate everybody will say, hey, you want to come here? We want QR code, etc. Just like in China. And yeah, it is what it is. We'll see. I don't read it. I don't read in the future, but it makes sense. Yes, the bar clubs here, you just walk like 100 people and chill or wear a mask to get in, then take it off. Otherwise, it's normal. Where are you, Distant Shadow? Do you really know the effects of the vaccine? We know the effects for now with like 100 million people getting vaccinated. We know that those who suffer from allergies are, those with allergies are the one that they say be careful, but after 2 days they were fine. And those who are really terminally ill, yeah, it's risky for them. Other than that, the rest of the people, it seems to be fine for now. With 100, I think. But yeah, there's a risk factor, of course, like for every vaccine. So, but it's all, I guess, the long effect. This one we don't know. We can't because nobody knows. Nobody can read into the future. So whoever wants to wait will wait. It's okay. Nobody's forced. As far as Bantu Creative Media, I want to offer artists more services like help with monetization, publishing, access to programs in different countries, translation, people. Oh, nice. Translation helps a lot. That's very interesting. Those are great ideas. Scary future. Scary present as well. Oh, in Nebraska. Oh, nice. It must be cold out there. I saw some videos of it. Was it the Midwest? It was snowing like crazy. I know somebody who got the vaccine and then they got tested positive for the COVID 2 days later. Yes, because when you get your first shot, you are only protected 40 to 50%. Then you have to wait another 21 days and then you get the second shot. And then you are protected 97%, but only 10 days after taking your second shot. So if they just took their first shot, they still have to be careful. With the Moderna and the Pfizer, this is the way they work. I think the Johnson & Johnson is less powerful. You have 60% protection, but you only need one shot. AstraZeneca, I think, is same thing. So this is why somebody might still get it again. And for now, the vaccines that they have created, you still are contagious. It means that if you get the disease, you don't get sick, but you can still give it to other people. So it doesn't mean that you have to stop wearing a mask and being careful and washing your hands, etc., etc., etc. This is where we are now, scientifically. So at the end, you will understand that COVID-19 was all about money. You and your theories. Yeah, listen. A lot of people are making money, trust me, right now. If you open the mask factory like last year, you're living your best life right now. No, it doesn't. It's facts. This is what they explain. It's a vaccine protects you, but there's a percentage, and this percentage helps you as a community get, if you have everybody that is 70% chance of not getting sick, it's better than 100% of getting sick. That's it. And it's not a question of, I mean, I don't have cheap in the game. I mean, I own some shares of some of these companies, but what, 100 euros, that's nothing. I don't work for them, and I don't promote for them. I'm not, I'm not a person that see completism everywhere, and I don't see everything. I mean, I know money rules the world. I'm a capitalist myself, but at a point, I believe, and I respect everybody's opinion always, and conversation is always fine for that. But a lot of people are just diving into all the conspiracy theories, and then they start believing so many things. But at a point, we need to find a solution anyway. So some people will decide that, hey, I don't want to take nothing, and if they are fine, and if they get touched by COVID and they don't end up like I ended up, it's fine. And others might die because of that, and others might take vaccine, and at least they will be protected. And others, if there's that's the way vaccines work. That's the way vaccines always worked. They tell you a percentage at which you are people from their testing. They give vaccine to 1,000 people. 20 people might still be sick after the vaccine, or sick but not that much because they still will have antibodies. That's how vaccines work, and that's it. That's why they say percentages. And depending on the different vaccines, I think the Pfizer one goes at over 80%, the Moderna as well, and the AstraZeneca, I think it's 66%. The Johnson & Johnson, I don't know, they are still testing. And hopefully, with the time and with the work that is still going on, and the people getting vaccinated and the testing, we will know more, and maybe the vaccines will be better by the time that goes. Or maybe somebody will have a magic pill that they will invent that will, make people not need to have vaccine, etc. But who knows? Anyway, if we don't do nothing, nothing will happen. You see what I mean? 40. No, it's with the Moderna one and the Pfizer. The 40 to 50% is when you take the first shot. Then you have to wait 20 days, and then the second shot, then you are at 90%, over 90%. That's how they explain. This is why you have to take the 2 shots. So in between the 2 shots, like for example, CV Beats just took his first shot. He's not protected yet. He's still 50% chance to get sick. After he get his second shot in 11 days, he will now only have 9-10% of chance to get sick. And even if he gets sick, it's gonna be mild. It's not gonna be hardcore like we had. That's the how this one works. Yeah, I've seen that the AstraZeneca is, it's so. But it seems that it works more for the European variants, but I think it's in South Africa that it's really not working. But the South Africans, apparently the South African government decided that they're gonna use the Johnson & Johnson, because apparently this one is very effective with the South African variant of the disease. So we'll see, my people, we'll see. All we can do is hope for the best, like at this point. None of us know, but all I know is that the thing that is certain is that for a lot of the people who are artists, a lot of people who have restaurants, a lot of those people, And like, what do you do? Like, what do you do if you can't perform? And if what a lot of people tell you is, yeah, find a real job. Well, I have a real job. Performer, singer, DJ, dancer. This is my real job. This pays my rent. It is a real job. And a lot of people cannot do their real job because there's a virus outside. And what are we gonna do? Are we gonna, like, how long will people keep obeying? And how long until people stop obeying? We'll see. Confinement jusqu'en 2030. Putain de merde. That's what I took when I was sick. When I got me and Body got COVID. Hydroxychloroquine and azithromycin, vitamin C, zinc. That's what I took. That's what my cousin, who's a doctor, prescribed to me. Is it what saved me? I don't know. That's what I took. And yeah, you know, it is. It's not made for this, but it works. I think from what one eminent doctor said, it works. It works well for in the beginning, before you get to the second week, when your lungs are already attacking and starting to create clots, blood clots. But yeah, I took it for a week, and yeah, after that I mean, there's a video where I explain the whole process. If you wanna see it, then I explain my opinion on this, because there's a lot of people who are saying that it works. Some people say it don't work. I know I took it, and I know I'm fine. But again, you know, in conclusion, there's a lot of unknown, and it's been a year. In a year, we cannot know everything. There's a lot of with the internet, there's a lot of information, there's a lot of disinformation, there's a lot of opinions that are contradicting each other. And all I know is that my whole life I trust one thing, and this thing is time. With time, people have the time to test, people have the time to try. Trial and error is how the world was built, and that's how science works. And people will find ways, and people like for example, in Africa, my mother tell me that everybody in their house have some hydroxychloroquine, some azithromycin. Everybody has woodworm that they make tea with. Everybody take Vicks. But everybody is used already to a way of, in Congo, I'm talking about Congo, and in all these countries, yeah, the virus didn't penetrate. It's there, but it didn't penetrate as well. Why? This might be one reason. The fact that everybody is young might also be that in Congo, there's a lot of asymptomatic. We don't know, because there's not enough testing and science that is made out there by us for us to trust it. So we don't know. But effectively, all the artists that I know are performing in Africa, because this is the place where, yeah, you can still do shows, you can still go to clubs, and there's still curfews. There's still, you know, the government are not just letting everybody do whatever they want. My wife just came back from Guinea-Bissau, and yeah, there's still, you know, restaurants have to be closed and stuff, but people are still, Actually, people are more respecting the fact that everywhere you go, you have to wash. You have to wash your hands with alcoholic gel. You have to go under this javel, like this antiseptic water, and people take your temperature everywhere. You actually feel more safe. You feel safer in Africa. I was talking with my daughter who just went on holiday to Kinshasa, and she was telling me, it's crazy, I feel safer here. I was like, yeah, it is actually safer. Still, a lot of my friends lost family out there as well because the thing exists, and we still have to be careful and try to be informed. And a lot of people in these day and age, they get their information source from WhatsApp, and it's the worst place to get your information. I try to listen to scientists, and I like to listen to scientists that have different opinions so that I can have a view of the different opinions. And I don't form my own on because one person says something I like. I just listen to everybody, and I'm like, okay, those are what you are all saying for now. In 6 months, I listen to everybody again, and I say, what are they saying now? Some of them change their mind, or they don't change their mind. The data they have, the information that they have 6 months later, make them change their opinion, or the facts are changing, and this will generate a different point of view, just because nothing is fixed. Everything is a moving thing. You got variants now, you have this, you have that, you have the way the virus is mutating on people. The virus might even die by itself. Who knows? We don't know. All we can do is just move and let it, and do what we can to see how life will be in the future, and hopefully go back to being able to do what we love to do, which is being all together. And if we have to go buy a vaccine it will be. If there's a company that develops a medicine, I'm sure people are working on it. And if, some shaman finds a way to, with the right set of herbs and tea, to make people safe, amazing as well. I'm not against none of these possibilities. I just believe that you have to always stay open and informed. And I hope this is what you are all being. And it is really too late for me to I wanted to listen to the remixes, but there's 10 of them, so maybe I'll do it next week, yeah. Anyway, my people, it's been amazing talking with you about the state of the world. The state of the world is making a lot of people anxious. So I'm gonna give, remember that drink. We stopped talking about the drink, but yeah, at a point, even the president was talking about, that's true, Tatiana. I'm gonna tell you one thing, and to me, that's the only truth. Preserve your mental health. This is what you have to do. Don't fall into the rabbit hole of, and everybody will think what they think of the origins, the why, the how we will get out of this, how will it resolve itself? Will it be science that will save us? Will it be this? All this is great. Everybody will have an opinion, and everybody is, in the world of today, everybody have opinions that everybody feels like believing something that is wrong and changing their mind is a sin today. I believe that the things that I believe I could completely say the opposite in 6 months because facts prove me wrong. It is possible. I don't mind saying maybe, oh, okay, I was wrong. I don't mind because I don't know. Nobody in the world have the information of how did it begin. People are still investigating. How will it end? People are still searching. So when I see people who are so attached, like clutch to whatever opinions they have, I tell them, believe what you believe, but preserve your mental health by also believing that you might be wrong and you also might be right. Listen, everything is possible in this world. I've seen enough to believe that. So the most important is that whatever you believe and whatever you will decide for yourself, which is your freedom, make sure that you don't become so angry about the opinions that you have that it affects your mental health. That's what is the most important for me. And that's why, listen, once a week, turn on the news. I'm going to know what's the state of the world, what's the state of where I live, what's the state of where the people I live all around the world is, what's the state of research, what's the state of what do people say. Once I'm done with that, okay, I got the information. Let me see what the people who think this way say. Let me see what they think those people say. Okay, fine about what I believe. I'm still this way? Do I go a little bit of this way? I stay open. And then I go back to making music. I go back to talking with you, my people. I go back to trying to find peace of mind in there. And that's what's the most important, because I see people fighting over these things. And I believe that what people need to do is to heal and to stay as much as they can, because it's hard when you don't know how you're going to pay your rent, or you want to be outside, you can't. You want to kiss strangers, but you can't. Hey, make sure you protect your mental health as much as possible and as much as you can before anything else. Everything else, is opinions. All the things that you read on the WhatsApps and everything you receive on the internet. A lot of people are just spreading these information because it's fun. It's entertainment for them. Listen, there's a lot of things that I used to read. There's a lot of things I used to watch. There's a lot of artists that I used to care about that I don't care about anymore because of all the shit they do, because they just want to exist in the news. At a point I was like, oh, these artists is pissing me off. But then I was like, I don't know this nigga. I just unfollow and let him say his thing and not be bothered. because there are more important things in this world, in life. So, my people, believe what you believe. This is everybody needs to be in their own truth, but make sure that you are ready to unbelieve what you used to believe. That is super important, because if you cannot do this, you end up diving and diving and diving, and even when sometimes the facts are against you. But hey, you know, everybody will do how they do. It's normal. It's like this is why we have the world. Like, it's important to have multiple opinions. This is what makes a great conversation. Being able to disagree on things without insulting each other. That's the beautiful thing. I believe that when we have conversation with people, everybody learns from things as long as everybody's respecting each other, and that as long as people are not trying to push whatever they believe is the truth in your throat. Like some people, they're like, no, it's like this. Like, calm down. Tell me what you think. Okay, this is what I think. And yeah, great. Like, we can all learn from each other. And as long as, you know, people stay calm, people stay composed, and we don't end up like the Americans who all hate each other now because, and like the French are starting to be like this as well. This is one of this crazy thing about the internet, is how it made people who disagree with each other, instead of trying to exchange information, to maybe find the middle ground, everybody's going their direction, and everybody's going their opposite direction, and that's it. What I do, I protect my fucking mental health by not participating in some conversation and just spreading love through music, conversation. And I can't wait to talk to you again. I can hear my voice that I'm thirsty. I'm gonna drink my juice. Listen, my people, I can't wait for us to talk about Sunday subject. We're gonna talk about, I don't even know how I'm gonna call this one. Moto will help me. I really want to talk about Africa, and how Africa is at the crossroads of technology and culture, and that's a very interesting conversation that I was having with MJ, and I really want to make it an episode. And I also want to have you listen to the remixes of this beautiful song that I did. So make sure that you listen to it when you can. It's called Ma Meilleure Amie, French for my best friend. We have 10 remixes. The remixes are beautiful. It's 3 a.m. I'm not starting a listening session because we're gonna end up at 5 a.m. I know myself. So Sunday, if we have the time, we'll do the conversation about Africa, the digital Africa. Digital Africa, that's a good name. We'll have the conversation about digital Africa, and at the same time, we also have a conversation about. And we also have the conversation about the listening session of Ma Meilleure Amie remixes. My people, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Club Shada. I'm gonna leave you here, and I didn't even choose some good music to play while I'm living. So since I'm listening to some Diamantero music, I guess I'm gonna play you the song that I did called let's listen to Kiana It's a song under the name Diamantero that I did called Kiana. I hope everybody is still in great spirits. Make sure you protect yourself and the people that you love. And have a good night, everybody. Stay safe. Tomorrow? No, it's not tomorrow. Does Buddy have a show tomorrow? I don't know. Friday, Quarantine Grooves. I don't know if he has a quality talks tomorrow. I have no idea. I slept all day today, so I'm just... But, hey, we see each other in Buddy's chat. Don't forget, Saturday, Ma Vie, Ma Santé channel, for those who speak in French. Another live show. And Sunday, Club Shadinia. Hey, thank you so much for everybody who came here. Thank you so much for our official sponsor, Shada, and thank you for Mike Phoenix, our best super chatter of the month. And thank you to Master Electronic, Keyata, Bruno, Buddy, Emmanuel, DJ BZ Brown for their super chats. It helps a ton. Thank you so much. And I'm going to leave you with this song. It was a pleasure having, again, a conversation with you guys. Sorry for last Sunday. I was sick, like a little bit. No, I can't say that. I was sick, like I was weak. I will see you Sunday for Club Shada number 88. Bless up.
This is your diamond, your necklace of pearls.